Violence solves everything.
So we have ourselves an Anivia matchup. Now you could do two things here. First things first is you can take Conquer and you can try to kill the Anivia. The second option is if you take Electrocute and you don't try to kill her, but rather you farm and yeah, you roam and you try to one-shot the ADC and the squishy people. So here we have chosen Electrocute with TP Ignite. Now TP Ignite versus Flash Ignite, which one is better? I'd say it's preference. Both are really good. But in this game, if it was me, I would probably take Flash because they have shit that you kinda need to flash away from, but at the same time you can E away from it. So it's like two perspectives. It's just preference. So yeah, we have Electrocute here, we have TP and Ignite. Now what is our runes? Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection. I don't recommend Relentless Hunter. You can take it in lower elos to try to snowball, but I never take Relentless because you can you lose HP while farming then. And I see you have also taken Triumph and Coup de Grace, so this is the optimal thing to take for damage, but you have to accept that you will need tenacity in some games. Now in this game you're versing an Anivia, a Gnar, a Jhin and a Nautilus. If you don't take the tenacity rune, you have to go for the Mercs. You need one or the other, you can't skip both of them. If you skip both of them, sure, you're gonna do more damage, but you're just gonna get one shot and it won't even matter. So, starting items. Versus Anivia. Versus a good Anivia. The Anivias that take Electrocute and then Flash Ignite, it means they wanna kill you. It means they wanna slap your ass, like perma poke you, and they wanna try to kill you. I take Doran's Shield versus these Anivias. But if an Anivia has another keystone than Electrocute and another summoner than Ignite, then I will go for Dark Seal and Refillable if I have Electrocute. If I have Conquer, I go for D-Blade and one potion. And that means I can kill her. But if she has Flash, Ignite and Electrocute, even if I have Conquer, I will take D-Shield. Because she has Egg. You will kill her, you will get her Egg, but she will kill you. So in this game, if this was me, I had TP, Ignite, and Electrocute versus this Anivia. I would probably go for I mean, if you look at the junglers, you have a Karthus, they have a Katarina. Both are like farming junglers. But Karthus can never gank Anivia really. She can just W him. And yeah, nothing will happen. So basically that means she can play as aggressive as she wants in lane, which is why I would take Doran's Shield and a potion. And when you have TP, you don't want to use the TP for lane. You don't want to take bad trades and then have to recall it early and then TP mid. If you have TP, you always want to save it for a gank. You never want to TP to your lane, you want to save it for a gank. Either bot lane for a 2v2, like when they 2v2 each other, or when top lane gets ganked, or anything really. So here we were preparing, we were defending the jungle for an enemy invade, which is good. You have to stay with your team. If they make the call to invade, you have to follow them. Or if they stay to stack, you have to be with your team always. But here, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You should just go back to your lane. You don't want to waste your ward. Never use your ward level 1 unless your jungler asks you to ward the raptors. Or if Karthus right here asked you to ward for a Kayn cheese invade, like here, so that Kayn can't take blue and then walk into here and dash over the wall and take Karthus' whole bot side jungle while Karthus is farming this. If your jungle doesn't say that, then you should always just go to your lane and save your ward, because your ward will be needed. So yeah, you didn't use your ward. I don't know why you went to river. It was risky. Like if Nautilus and Jim would be there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will move my map. Maybe my cam. So, Katarina versus Anivia. How do we want to play this matchup? Wait, why is my camera like in the air? It should be here. There we go. So Katarina versus all mages. Anivia counts as a mage, okay? Katarina versus all mages. You want to just let the wave push. Just let the wave push. So you just want to lassie with your Q. And I saw you used auto attacks on the wave here. That was wrong. See, if you didn't use your auto attacks, you wouldn't have to use your E. If she was good and she was like stepping up, you couldn't have used your E to get that CS. And now here, yeah, you can walk for this. So at this point you're just waiting for her to push and you're just farming with your Q every time your Q is up. And you always want to save your E for when she Qs. So here, when you E'd here, this was so bad. This was the worst thing like you could possibly do. You don't need to do anything, you just need to let the wave come to you. This E that you took here puts your E on 2-second cooldown. Now what does this mean? You're inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minions. 8 enemy minions with a cannon that will fuck you in the ass. If Anivia presses Q here, she auto attacks you once and presses E, you lose half your HP. I'm telling you right now, you lose your half HP. I haven't seen what's gonna happen, but if this was a challenger Anivia, you'd lose half your HP here. Why? Why would you do that? Ah. Good E, bro. So don't do that. Just let the wave push. Like, what was the point of that? You should play like you have no potions. That way you save all your potions. Happens to the best, yeah. Might have been drunk, not gonna lie. Okay, now we just wanna farm this. Yeah, this is fine. Now Anivia is roaming. You need to spam ping. She was walking here, and you see that your jungler is trying to take Scuttle. Your jungler is even like 300 HP. You have to spam ping. Like you have to spam ping. SS. Try to do that while you're farming. It's gonna be hard, but you will get used to spam ping. Every time your laner moves out of vision, spam ping. I spam ping even. So now here, this was good. You farmed the minions well. Yeah, you have 17 to 19 CS. But you should still have all your potions. With the same CS, by the way. Maybe like one less, if you didn't take that random E. And now, yeah, we just want to keep farming. Where she queued here, you have two options. If you see that it's coming to you, either you press W and you move up to dodge it, or you E to this minion to dodge it, but you can't just do nothing. Because they buffed her Q, it's fast now. And there goes your last potion, and it's only been 3 minutes in lane. See, if you're gonna play like this, start D-Shield. There's no point in starting Dark Seal. You start D-Shield, then first back you buy Dark Seal and a refillable. Because like now you're fucked. You have no pot, and she can freeze this. What the fuck are you gonna do? Okay. Never, versus Anivia, never stand in your minions like this. Why? Because you always need to have a plan for when she Qs, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna dodge her Q? You're Katarina, you're a mobile champion, you're not immobile. She should never hit a Q on you. I don't like the background music, or is it just me? I'll make it lower then. You have to make yourself a plan. When she throws her Q, what are you gonna do? If you sit here in the wave and she throws her Q, how are you gonna dodge it? If you're max range, sure, you can press W and run to the side. Like here, she throws Q, you have to press W and run to the side to dodge it. And if you don't have the reaction time to press W and do that, don't stand in your minions, stand on the side, so when she throws her Q at you, you can eat your minions. And when the enemy has an AoE spell like this, you never want her to hit you and the minions at the same time. What does Anivia want to do? She wants to hit you and the minions at the same time with her Q. So what are you gonna do to prevent that? Well, one, you're not gonna stand in your minions. And here, like, you're doomed. You're gonna have to use TP for your lane. So you take this cannon, and now you base. You have to recall here. What happens if you don't recall here? Well, Kayn is gonna gank you. This wave is still, like, she's still gonna let it push to her. And you're just slowly but surely losing more and more because you didn't base. See, now you recalled. Yeah, you got the XP, but you didn't get the gold for like half of it. So if you based, it would have been the same, like you'd lose the same amount. So now we're gonna recall. Enemy is diving, so we TP. Yeah. That was a good TP, now we base. And what are we gonna buy now? You have 1.3k gold. Because you have no tenacity rune, you're gonna have to go mercs, and since we don't want to rush mercs because we're gonna have a 0 damage, you're gonna buy boots, and we're probably gonna be building proto belt here. Boots, blasting wand, and refillable pot and control ward. Okay, you didn't have enough for controller, but this is the perfect buy. This is what I said. So now the wave is pushing back to us. We just wanna farm it on their tower, which you do. Good. Next wave, we wanna shove it. We're 6 here, we levels R. We shove this next wave. Like you do. Perfect. And then we see what to do. Either we gank top, either we go to enemy jungle, we roam bot. What we don't want to do, the absolute last thing we want to do here is to recall. Why would you recall here? You were just in base. This is an awful recall timer. You have both your refillable pots up. And as Katarina, you never want to, like, you want to recall as little as possible, because every time you recall, you're off the map. And what does Katarina excel at? Fighting, being on the map, like roaming, getting one reset, killing everyone. How are you gonna do that if you're in base and you don't have TP? You just recall as well. You have full HP. You have no need to recall whatsoever. We push the wave. We have. We don't have a ward, but we see where our bard is going, right? If you follow your bard here, since your Carface isn't on the map, I'd advise you to go with your bard. Now, we go to enemy jungle, we would find Cade here. if we went here with Bard and we find Kayn, Kayn has to flash. And that's a flashless Kayn who can't gank any lane after. Or Bard goes here, puts a portal, and you double kill the enemy. But this time that you used here to press recall, and now you're doing it again? For what reason? I don't know. You're wasting time. You could have been here by now. You could have been here. I don't know why you're recalling. You recalled for an Amp Tome. It's not worth. And you missed the wave as well for it. Like, what? Raw AP is a good rush for the wave clear, right? Yeah. And here we know that here we're spam pinging that here we saw Anivia, we spam pinging that she's roaming bot, but we know she's roaming bot, right? So now after you take this cannon, now you have to make a decision. You look bot lane, you know that Anivia is going there. You decide now, can you win the fight if you get there? Can you win the fight if you go there or not? Now I'm looking at this and nah, doesn't look like it. So now we choose to push. But it's very important to always look first and then we make our decision. Because I'm pretty sure you pushed this without even like looking bot, like not even thinking are we gonna go there or not. So here's game, we just wanna run. But what? Why did he run into your dagger? What the fuck? Okay, well that was well played. I wouldn't have pressed or anything or ignite. Like I would have just WE'd to Bard and then recalled, get the Kayn ult for free and shit. But yeah, I mean I guess since Bard is coming, you can kill him. So that was good. And now you wanna okay. So initially we want to base here, right? Ah, I'm keep pressing backspace instead of minus. Okay, so now we want to recall, right? We're really low, and Anivia isn't pushing this. But now we see that she's shoving this hard. We have red buff for health regen, and we have 2 potions, and we have our bard for heal. So with all of these things combined, you can probably get full HP in like 15 seconds, 20. So you want to stay here, you don't want to give this wave. You want to stay behind your tower and just farm. Like this was unnecessary to give. Okay, put this on YouTube, can't watch the game right now. Maybe. I'll think about it. Could be a good video, yeah. So yeah, this was a bad recall again. You recalled again for no reason. Your team ganked Anivia, good. This is really good, like she's set behind that. Now here, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, we killed Anivia, right? We farmed the wave here. Okay, I don't know why you're giving these 2 for no reason. You could have gotten 2 extra minions. And now this next wave is coming. What? Where are you going? Hello? Hello? This makes me sad. What, like watching that made me sad. Like, no joke.
Bro, have I ever
like
told
seriously,
you
I'm not even joking. It hurts. Like it literally hurts my heart that you left this wave for no reason. Because if you press QEW, you delete this wave like this in probably 2 seconds. What the fuck does 2 seconds do? Even if Kayn is here, it's 2 seconds, bro. and you get like a full wave. It's like 200 gold. I think it's 150, something like that. And you get level 8. Like, what? Pain. Just fucking pain, man. Good that you took the kill. If you know you can carry, always KS. Always try to KS. No, not even kidding. If you get kills on Katarina, it's so easy to 1v9. So if you can't KS, do it. And she has no egg, good kill. Now, you just killed your enemy laner. What do we do here? Now, I want to ask everyone a question here. We just killed the Anivia here. Can you guys tell me what we should do here? Like right now, what should we do? I want to see if anyone can get... Sato says recall. Kartonoko says take plates. Now, remember what I told you that you wanna... about the fact that you wanna recall as little as possible? You don't need to recall here. You have 2 refillable pots. I don't think you have... Maybe you have enough gold for Proto Belt, maybe not. But you don't need to recall,
have
right?
I ever told you the cleanest kata in the...
Not recall. We take it, we throw it in the garbage.
No kata amounts to you.
2 people says take plates. 3 people says take plates or force herald. Recall finish item path bot side because bot lane is pushing. That is true, they are pushing. But who knows, they might just take 1 plate and then they base. So we're not gonna get there in time maybe. We can't know. What is 100% play right now? It's this juicy ass plating. Like 3 people said. But instead we're recalling. This is minus... Okay, now you made the decision to take the plates. This is good. But you need to take it instantly. Because you take 1 plate here. And then you take next wave. Okay. This is what hesitation does. Take your mom. Only if your mom lets me take her. We can trade if you want. So yeah, this is what hesitation does. You have to be secure. Wouldn't Kayn come mid anyway? Let's say we push this and Kayn comes. We can maybe get half the plate and we drag him here, which is good for us. We want Kayn to come. Why? Because when Kayn is mid, he can't be bot, he can't dive our bot lane, he can't gank Shen. We're making him waste time. It's pressure, exactly like Quattro said. You're pressuring. And you can't die, because you can always just E out. And like if he doesn't come, you get 1 to 2 plates. Because what I would have done, I would have instantly went for the first plate, pushed the second wave, then our next wave comes, and Anivia should still be dead, and you start working on the second plate. Imagine you get 2 plates, that's 320 gold, plus 2 waves, or was it 1 wave? 2 plates and 1 wave, that's like 500 gold extra. Why not? Why would we decide to recall there? I don't know. And guys, Herald is our jungler's call when to do. Karthus will start Herald when he has full cleared his jungle and he has nothing to do. But we can't force Karthus to take Herald, because if we... Sure, we have Prio and the enemy is dead, but maybe it doesn't suit our jungler. Maybe he's still like on his clear. He can't just clear like 2 camps and then go Herald. He has to full clear. So, yeah. And here we saw that Anivia is here. So it means no one can contest your Prio. Where are you going? Like just walk up to the wave, press W, walk back, auto it once, like just shove it. What are you doing here? Why aren't you shoving the wave when no one is even contesting it? You're walking here, you're wasting like 20-30 seconds. That's not a guaranteed play. This is a guaranteed gold. And then, think about it this way. even if you want to try to kill the Anivia, you shove the wave, you get the wave gold, and then you can wait here for her to walk this way. Because she's gonna walk back, right? And then you get the wave plus cannon plus the Anivia. Why just like wait and think, like just wait in case she comes? It's not 100%, but the wave is 100%. Yeah, and now you bought Sorks. So you're gonna have to play fights really safe. You're gonna have to play them like a god. And what this means is you're gonna have to buy Elixir of Iron at some point in team fights. Like a little later on, when you know there's gonna be a team fight, you have to buy Elixir of Iron. Because you don't have Tenacity and you don't have Tenacity Boots. And you're versus, what is it? Actually 5 CC. So here, let's see what's happening here. He dies. These are fighting. Yeah, this is the right call to go here. A mistake you're doing here, actually a huge mistake, is here. Gnar doesn't know we're coming, right? He's still walking here. When we show to them, we will be here. And when you're here, you're already in your E range. So, you're using WE here. There's no point to use your W. Why? Because you're already gonna be in range. He can't run anywhere. So you're wasting your W while you can EW, Q Kane, you get the reset, and EWQR him. And here, you did it again. Now you wasted your W. This is -1 dagger for damage, by the way. 1 dagger does how much? It does 300, probably with an E like 350. 350 damage. This is -350 damage that you're using your W here. Because you didn't need it to get into range, right? You were already in range. So just be patient. And here you're trying to take the scuttle when you have like half a wave here and the full wave here. Like, what are you doing? Are you gonna scuttle for a wave is not worth. This isn't worth. Like at all. It's not even close to being worth. And here we saw Anivia is pathing bot. You have to spam ping. Spam ping Anivia bot. You could have prevented this. You could have like warned them that Anivia is bot. And here you have TP. Why didn't you TP earlier? But more or less, very good. Now, next mistake you're doing is you're not pushing this wave. Everyone is dead. Your bot lane is dead. Enemy bot lane is dead. Your Karthus is here. He's gonna farm his Krugs. He's gonna do a full clear. He's gonna full clear here. Dragon is spawning in how long? Who gives a shit? 36 seconds. That means we have time to push this wave. Recall 30 seconds before Dragon comes up. And then we base and then we go Dragon and we get another wave. Like with all of these things that I'm telling you, you should be at 120 CS right now. You've missed like 30 minions. For what reason? 30 minions, it's 2 kills and 2 kills and a third. So basically it's almost 1k gold. Like maybe it's 800 gold, I don't know. But yeah, you gave another wave for no reason. Zonias is a really good purchase here. You will need Zonias in order to team fight. And here, let me tell you guys a cheat. When we buy our item here, let's say we would have 500 gold extra, right? Right now we don't have it. We have 200, or we had even less when we left base. But let's say we would have 500 gold here. We know the dragon is spawning, like, okay, spawning now actually. If we know there's gonna be a team fight, 5v5 team fight, and we have extra 500 gold when we're basing 30 seconds before dragon comes up, we want to buy an elixir of iron. This elixir, we just want to keep it in our inventory and we want to activate it as late as possible, like right before the fight starts. Good job, Quattro. Good thinking. Why? This gives us a lot more power. Like, what wins us the game, really? It's dragon fights, like 5v5 team fights. In this meta, it's 5v5 team fights that wins the game. Who wins the team fights wins the game. Who gets the most dragons, who gets the soul, wins the game. So yeah, that's a tip for you guys. If you have gold, get an elixir of iron. It makes you like tanky, it gives you tenacity. It basically makes you a tank while you still have all this damage. So you one-shot them while being a tank. Jin died to red buff, but when you're already, like, when you were standing here, you're already in range to EWQR him, right? He has nowhere to run. Using Proto Belt here removes like maybe half a second to 1 second of time where you can't use any ability. Yes, this does, I don't know, my like 200 damage? 100? 19? I don't know. Anyway, because you did it while we were already in range, it means this gives him the opportunity to actually escape. Just because Nautilus is here. But your red buff killed him, so doesn't really matter. You want to use your Proto Belt when you're not in range, like to gap close, or as the last thing you do in your combo. So that you have zero downtime, right? That's the optimal thing. But this is really good, you're double killing them. Like, in my eyes, this game is over. This game should be over for them. And now once again, you're recalling. Okay, you cancel it, but I don't know why you're recalling so much. Like, there is a tower to take here. Okay, we look here. Okay, we see Vayne has this tower. Enemy bot lane is already dead. This tower is gonna die. Alright, well, let's look top lane. Is this tower dead? It's not. It's a tower here. Shen is like half HP. Maybe we have to think. What is gonna happen here? Shen might get ganked by Kayn. And if Shen is this low, maybe Gnar is this low as well, or even lower. So, we pushed this wave. I would go top here. Prepare for a dive on the Gnar, or in case Kayn ganks. Oh man, you have no idea how many times I have counter ganked the enemy jungler just by doing this. Like, looking at my other laners, looking at their HP, and thinking, okay, what if Kayn ganks him? I go there, Kayn ganks him, I kill Kayn, we win the game. But yeah, instead you pressed recall and then... What did you do? But if you aren't recalling after a double kill, you're kinda giving away your lead? No, because you're already really ahead, very ahead. Sure, you have 1.8k, but you don't need to spend them now. You can like push top and then you go recall and spend them. You have nothing like coming. There's no big dragon fight. It's not gonna be a team fight. No team fight is coming right now. But by canceling a recall and going in on Anivia here, this is gonna cause a team fight. This is what causes a team fight, not roaming to top lane. Now, why does this cause a team fight? Because it's mid lane, it's close to enemy. This is enemy territory. It's close to their T2 tower. We have no vision of anything here. Enemy bot lane is spawning. We don't know where Kayn is. We don't know where Gnar is. They could be like right here, right here. What do we have? We have a bard here. Either way, like, even if you got the dagger off, so you kill, right? Let's say this dagger even landed. it lands. Yes, we kill her. But then, Kayn and Gnar could be coming from both sides. And you're risking your 1k gold shutdown. When you have a shutdown this huge on you, and you're the only one in your team who is this fed, you're the only one who can carry this game. Vayne is not gonna carry, she has no kills, like she has no items. If Shen is not gonna carry, it's fucking Shen. Karthus can maybe carry late game, but we don't trust our team. You're the only one. This game is in your hands. Now, this was a defeat I saw, and I can guarantee you it's because you died with a 1k gold shutdown, because you probably greeted. That's my guess. That's my yeah. Let's see if you die here. Okay, Shen ulted you. That is beyond our calculations. Okay, so you killed Kayn, but look what this did. Sure, you lived, they saved you. You got 1 kill, but your team died. This is what happens. That's why you should have went top lane instead. Never go for a play like this. It's risky, it's greedy. Going silent lane, here, perfect call. Let's see, we need to see when dragon is spawning. 240, okay. Alright. Okay, I would have eaten that minion. Is it cannon? Okay, but really, man, are you gonna recall again? Do you have Lich Bane? Please tell me you have Lich Bane. Okay, recall from. This is fine. This is fine. Buying Magi's here? I'd probably buy a Magi's here too. 50 gold off because you missed the cannon? Yeah. Okay, so I see what happened here. You press Poro Belt and you try to EW, but you can't use your abilities when you Proto Belt, right? So that's why you pressed EW, but when you pressed EW, by the time you pressed your W, that was when your abilities was up again. So just think about that. Yeah, but we get his flash. It's still good. Probably would have been a double kill if that didn't happen, but it's whatever. It happens. It happens even to me. Like sometimes I press WE on people and they don't die. But here, so we see our team is fighting here, right? But for some reason, you decide to go for the Jhin instead of helping your team. Now, let's think about this in two perspectives. One, why do you want to kill the Jhin here? Because it's 1 HP and it's a free kill, it's 300 gold, why the fuck not? And we deny him XP and gold. Okay, that's one perspective to why you want to kill the Jhin here. Second perspective is why we do not want to kill him and we want to help our team instead. This perspective is, well, this is a team fight. Killing him, well, he's out of the team fight already. He's already out of the team fight. But yeah, while going for him, you're making yourself out of the team fight as well. But then as well, you could argue that if you don't kill him, he's gonna ult here. But man, look at this. This would have been so free for you. You kill the Gnar, you get a reset, you kill the Kayn after. And your team probably, maybe one would have died. Maybe not. And Karthus kills the Jhin with his ult anyway. So, I want you to think about what you're doing here. You have Electrocute. Enemy, this is a Nautilus. He has his W for shield. He has Aftershock. He has Locket of the Iron Solari. Do you actually think you can kill him without your ult? Without your ignite as well? I know that you can't. So this is a very, 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 very bad play. And you die here, you give 1k gold to Anivia. And your team does not kill Kayn here. Why? Because you didn't go here. Now I can guarantee you this is the reason why you lost the game. It's not over yet. You can still win it. But this, at this point right now, is what made you... You're not ahead anymore. You're the same gold like. Yeah. Okay, so Dragon in 10 seconds, we really want this. You should take it, like you can, because enemy team, we saw the enemy team all reset really late. You have Shen ult, okay you don't have Shen ult, but you have Shen TP. They just used all their CC. Okay, what? This is a good call. Now what happens here? Well, Shen should TP, like right here. Shen should TP. He should TP here. And you should just wait. Like sitting in this bush is really good. Now what you need to do, wasn't the Shen and Vayne death? Wasn't the Shen and Vayne death that through the game? We don't care about our team. We care about ourselves. If you want to climb, you don't think about your team. You think about yourself only. Okay, so teamfight coming up. What do you want to do? Sit in bush, hide in bush, wait for the enemy CC. They don't know you're here. They're gonna waste all of their shit on your team. That's where you go in. You pentakill them all. See here, they used Nautilus hook. They used Nautilus R. We wait for the Kayn WE. He's gonna WE the Karthus. And what do we wanna do? Okay, our Proto Belt is on CD. So I would just sit here and wait. You can't show yourself. When you show yourself here, it will make them all turn on you right now. And you don't have Proto Belt, so you can't catch to him. This guy can just run away. What are you gonna do? So you should just sit here, because he's gonna come to you. Eventually he's gonna come to you. When he comes face checking you, you EWQR him, you probably kill these two both. But now? Now that happened. You have to be patient. Why did this happen? Because you thought you have to go in or you would lose the game anyway, you know? You have to be patient. Like in team fights, if you don't see an opportunity to go in, if you know you can't go in, even if you will lose the team fight, don't go in then. Don't go in. Because it doesn't matter what you do, the team fight is lost. If you can't go in, you can't go in, the team fight is lost. Can the hard fight too? Yes, but we don't care about it being a hard fight, we care about our mistakes. If you want to climb, you can't make excuses for it to be a hard fight or hard team comp to verse or anything. Two people redeemed hydrate. Here you go, 1 and 2. Cheers. So yeah. And now the enemy team is ahead.
Don't guess. Bro, have I ever
And they're
told you
building
the
a shit
cleanest
ton of
kata
magic
in the
resist.
fucking
You will need
whole
voice step.
universe, bro. No kata amounts to you.
A tip, by the way. In this kind of game, when you're the only one that's fed and the game is in your hands to carry and you have an AP champion with you, or even like if you're the only AP champion, if the game is only in your hands, you should have bought Void Staff over Lich Bane. Second item. Why? Because it prevents the like, even if they don't build MR, it gives you magic pen, it makes you one shot them like probably almost as good as Lich Bane. But then, even if they build MR, you already have Voice Staff, so their MR will be completely useless. Yo, thank you for the follow. So here we're just chilling here, in case they're doing bad Nash. I mean, honestly, I would probably sit in the same spot. But apparently it was warded. No, it wasn't warded. You did the mistake of walking out of the bush. You should just keep sitting here, because you had nothing to walk down for. You know? And what the fuck happens to our team, we don't care about. We only care about ourselves. This is good, going to side lane pushing. Okay, I don't know why the fuck you recalled if you couldn't buy anything. You had nothing to buy. Don't recall unless you can buy a blighting jewel. And don't walk into the jungle alone. You have to sit behind your Bard and Shen. Like here, we see... Yeah, this is our vision. We see Kayn is here. This makes us not able to walk through here. We have to wait. Okay, now he goes there. And now we have to back again. You have to be ready. You have to look at yourself. Okay, you dodged that. That's good. No. What did you Zonia's for, man? Just keep running and eat that. Oh well. Mechanical misplay. And now you're tilted. Yeah, well now they got better and the game is over. So yeah, your main mistakes were ditching waves, not building Void Staff when you're the only one who can carry.
Don't guess. Bro, I already told you the cleanest kata in the fucking whole universe,
Recalling too much.
No kata amounts to you.
But yeah, that's basically it. That was the session. Thank you for the follow.